Hello everyone. So, the new cameras coming out and stuff, I would hesitate in getting. You really look at what you need, what you can do, what you wanted to perform with. So, I'll show you an example of cameras that I've bought, just a small sample, and I'll go from large to small. So hopefully you can still hear my voice, but this is the Nikon Z8. All right, now I got a long lens on here, 28 to 400. It's an 8K video camera. Takes 8K pictures. It's fantastic. It's fast, great for autofocusing, and it gives it kind of like a 3D pop on pictures. Okay. Heavy. No fan built in it. It has a CF Express card and an SD card. A tilty screen only. And I'm trying to get it up. Alright. That's an example. It's a heavy camera, has a window on top. This is what most photographers get. They usually get mid-tier like the R6 II or the Z6 III for wedding. Some use Micro Four Thirds. Some have higher megapixels, some have less megapixels. You have to worry about low lighting. I worry about two things. One is if it'll overheat while I'm doing video, and does the camera perform well where there's not too many flaws. Okay, so next example is, here's the camera with a fan built into it. All right, this is the S1R2. It's heavy also, but not as heavy as the Z8 from the Nikon. This one has a tilt flippy screen. That's an advantage. That's why I like it, plus it has the fan. I have never had this overheat on me, okay, in the studio or out about, all right? It did get warm, and I did turn it off before. And my dog's catching or chasing my cat again. So this is a prime example. It's heavy. So like with the new, let's say FX2, or kind of like the same size as the C50, the FX3, FX30 type bodies. This is kind of big, all right, fitting in your hand, carrying it, and then you have to worry about the weight, okay? If you can handle the weight, this is a lot easier carrying than the Z8, all right? And if you have to carry it all day, it wears on you, especially if you're a wedding photographer. If you go lighter, ZF. Fun camera. Take it everywhere. I got the 35mm on here, f1.8. Much lighter. It's only 4K. I think it's 6K downsampled, whatever. But, you know, just basic camera. It's great for photographs and stuff. It does a pretty good job. It's not stacked. It's BSI though, and you know, backside illuminated. So it's a pretty good camera, and that's about the $2,000 range. So kind of like a 3,500 for the Z8, about a 3,100, 3,200 for the S1R2, which is a 44 megapixel camera compared to a 45. The ZF is only a 24.5 megapixel camera, but it's pretty good. I've done the Z5 II and Z6 III recently. They're great cameras. They're all the same megapixels, but one is a partially stacked sensor. The other one just has two floppies like the ZF. ZF has a micro SD card. I should say, instead of floppies, SD cards. But good cameras. But I like them small and portable. So I use, let's say, the Z8 for wildlife, Canon, let's say the R5 II for wildlife, birds, pets, animals, okay? Some landscapes. The S1R2 is an overall thing. The ZF is basically family outings, vacations, you know, so that's the camera I like taking with me. But I'm going smaller as I get older. So here is a 40 millimeter f2.5 G lens on the Sony a7CR, same size as the a7C II and an a7C. But this is an a7CR, which is a 61 megapixel camera. It's only a tilty screen, only one SD card instead of the other ones. But it's excellent. And I got a grip on here so I can hold the camera better. Okay? A smaller grip. But anyway, long story short, I like taking this everywhere, and it does everything. No fan, so you have to watch out for any overheating and stuff. If you want to go, and these are all full frame, so if you want to go smaller, you can go APS-C, like the ZVE10, the Mark II, A6700 for the Sony. I would also recommend, I think the lightest full frame camera is the R8, which I'm selling. And but then it's only one SD card, okay? So very light. I just got the kit lens on here because I'm selling this camera too. But it's 16 to 50, and it basically for family and stuff. But if you do content creation, this is an excellent lens on this camera. It'll do it fine. It has a wind muffler. The sound system is excellent on here. What I'm talking to you now is on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 Content Creator Combo with the mic. It has two different batteries. I got the bigger battery on here. How is the picture quality? 4K 30. Excellent. But last but not least is your cell phone. It'll take some great pictures, some great video. It's handy. It goes everywhere with you. And it's, you know, besides the ZVE10, it's cheaper than all the other cameras I'm showing right now. Even this Pocket 3, I think, because I did get a carry case and stuff with it, that's even cheaper than a cell phone. But still, it's handy. You can do FaceTime, communicate people while you're talking to them. I have a little magnetic thing stand on here, which I can use. I always forget. Yeah, it goes like that. And I can stand it down and talk, take pictures. I can rotate it sideways, you know, do car vlogs and stuff. All in one, okay? So, this is just a quick video of explaining the type of cameras I use for different things all the time. I can do it for car vlogging, taking pictures, doing a lot of videos. It's easier to do with the Pocket 3 on these describing of what I'm doing. And you just have to decide what camera, what you really need to do, and what you want to accomplish. And I hope this was helpful. This is just a small portion of the cameras I own, but I just want to give you an example of things that I like using. I like top quality glass. I like good cameras. Um, I've gotten rid of the A7R5. I've gotten rid of the Z9 because they're too heavy. And I always went to either the Sony A7CR or the Z8, which is smaller. The R5 II is not as heavy, but then when you add the extra fan to it and stuff like that, it gets kind of big, all right? And their lenses are big also. But the way they feel in your hand, they're excellent. So you choose a brand, you get what you want, and like the S5 II, S5 IIX are excellent. Never overheated on me. The S1R2 I have to watch. No. He wants to eat my mic. And anyway, lost my thought, but thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and let me know down in the comments what camera you take or use, or is it just your cell phone for content creation? A lot of people just use their cell phone for Instagram, to advertise stuff. They can use cameras, take pictures, but myself, I rather use YouTube and a little bit with Facebook. Not much on Instagram yet, but I'm not really advertising anything. So, bye folks. Have a wonderful day.